August 24th, 79 AD. By tomorrow morning, this whole town will be gone, and you're in it. But right now, it's a beautiful morning. Let's start there. You wake up in a wooden bed, in a little stone room, with the smell of fresh bread drifting through the window. No phone, no bills, no traffic. Honestly, best morning of your life. You're in Pompeii, the empire's resort town. It's where rich Romans come to escape the stress of Rome. The air is nice, the wine is nicer, and the view is a green, majestic mountain called Vesuvius. Small detail. Nobody here knows that thing is a volcano. It's been quiet for 800 years. To these people, it's just the pretty hill that grows the region's best grapes. And here's the question that will define your day. If the ground shakes and nobody around you cares, do you care? Think about it. Your answer is worth more than all the gold in town. While you think, here's a free spoiler, friend to friend. Today, whoever leaves early, lives. Hold on to that. It'll be useful. Theoretically. You head down to the street. Pompeii in the morning is a show. Open market, fresh figs, olive oil, and the thermopolium, which is basically the empire's fast food counter. Yes, Romans invented the lunch counter. You're welcome. On the walls, hand-painted election ads. There's a vote coming up. Candidates promising bread and public works. The whole town making plans for a future that has exactly one day left. The ground gives a little shiver. The cups clink. You freeze. And the locals? The locals don't even stop chewing. That's normal, says your neighbor. Happens all the time. It's just the earth settling. 17 years ago, an earthquake knocked down half the town, and the general conclusion was, rebuild in the same spot, but bigger. You look at the inn's dog. He's been staring at the mountain, intensely, for 20 minutes. Actually, all the animals in town are acting a little off today. Golden survival rule nobody teaches you. When the animals leave, follow the animals. But let's be honest, you're not walking out on a paid resort because a dog gave a hill a weird look. Nobody would. So you do what anyone on vacation would do. You hit the public baths to relax. The water is surprisingly warm today. How luxurious, you think. Heating, courtesy of the house. Noon, the most beautiful day of the summer. You have bread with garum, a fermented fish sauce that Romans love, and that smells exactly like it sounds. Right about now, under your feet, 800 years of pressure is finishing its countdown. 1 p.m., you're ordering dessert, and that is exactly when the mountain clears its throat. And then, Vesuvius opens. A column of rock, ash, and fire climbs 33 kilometers, 3 Everests stacked, and it unfolds across the sky like a monstrous pine tree. The sound arrives late, and nobody orders dessert anymore. Day becomes dusk in minutes, and your little cloud, the one that's followed you your whole life, looks up at that 30-kilometer plume, and for the first time ever, feels embarrassed. The town splits into 2 teams. Team 1, we leave now. Team 2, let's wait it out. This will blow over. Pay attention to the teams. This will be on the test. You look at the city gate. You look at your room, paid through Sunday. Gate, darkening sky, and you make the most human decision in history. I'll wait a little longer, see how it develops. Free spoiler number 2. Waiting to see how it develops is officially Pompeii's hottest trend. The new collection drops tomorrow morning. It's made of plaster. Then it starts to rain. Except it's not water, it's pumice. Foamy little volcano pebbles, light as popcorn from hell, bouncing off the rooftops. At first, it almost seems harmless. At first, because it doesn't stop. 1 stone a second, then 10. Then the whole sky turns into a salt shaker of rock, and the street empties mid-sentence. You take shelter in a house with a lovely family. They offer you wine. The roof goes talk, talk, talk. Like the finger of someone very patient and very large. Little known fact about light rock. It adds up. 30 centimeters an hour. Do the math on what half a meter of stone weighs on a wooden roof. Every roof in town is doing that math right now. Across the bay, a Roman admiral named Pliny looks at the eruption and makes a decision that sums up everything you need to know about humanity. He sails toward the volcano. Half to rescue friends, half because what a fascinating phenomenon. Pliny doesn't come back, but his nephew, who stayed home taking notes, becomes the reason we know this story at all. Moral: Sometimes, the hero is the kid who stayed in doing homework. Meanwhile, you, sitting in a dark room, holding a wine you can't drink, listening to the roof play drums. And that piece of information from this morning, whoever leaves early, lives, tickling the back of your brain. Around 6 in the evening, the first roof in the neighborhood gives up. The sound convinces even the house optimist. The family decides, we go to the port. Now. The street has become something else. Half a meter of pumice, dark as night in the afternoon. People with pillows tied to their heads. The official helmet of the end of the world. And here they are again, the two teams. The ones pushing all the way, beach, boats, anything. And the ones who look at the knee-deep stone and decide, you know what? It's safer at home. You know you. Which team are you on? Midnight. You, because you are in a safe basement with the lovely family waiting it out. The stones have slowed down. It's getting better, someone says. The universe loves it when someone says that. What nobody in here knows, because nobody in here owns a volcanology manual, is that the 30-kilometer column outside is getting tired. And when a column like that gets tired, it doesn't dissolve, it collapses. The modern name is pyroclastic flow, an avalanche of gas and ash at 700 degrees, coming down the mountain at 160 an hour. The old name is simpler. It's the entire mountain coming to visit. Herculaneum, the town next door, gets the visit first, in the small hours. Then the road. Then, well, you're on the way home, technically. In the basement, the family finally sleeps. You don't. You stare at the candle, thinking about today's phrase, whoever leaves early, lives, and realizing, with stunning clarity, that early was 18 hours ago. For the record, the baker around the corner left 21 loaves in the oven when he ran. The loaves will survive tonight. 2,000 years from now, they'll be in a museum, intact, round. The bread, in the end, played this better than almost everyone. The sun rises somewhere behind the ash. Not that you can tell. The town is quiet in a brand new way. Even the roof has stopped playing drums. And then, at 7:30 in the morning, the mountain finally comes down the hill. It comes fast, it comes hot, and the most beautiful town in the empire goes quiet mid-sentence. Everyone who stayed, stays. Forever. Exactly as they were. 2,000 people stayed. 9,000 left in time. The difference between the two groups wasn't strength or money or faith. It was one decision, made 12 hours early, back when it still felt like overreacting. The ash that caught you also kept you, exactly as you were. 2,000 years later, archaeologists pour plaster into the space you left behind, and you return to the world. Same pose, same face that says, I should have left early. Today, you're the most photographed piece in the museum. Millions of visitors a year. Technically, you're famous. Technically, you're still waiting for it to blow over. And that's how your day in Pompeii ends. The town is beautiful, the figs were fresh, and the only thing between you and a long life was trusting a dog and a tremor. 12 hours before everyone else. Same time tomorrow?